Hello, I'm Artifacts of Mars, and this is Disclosure. We're continuing on our series Spirit Soul 519, Part 3. First thing I'm going to do before I get to the artifacts is show an exceedingly unusual object, which I'm maneuvering the cameras. Take a look at the cursor here. This is a half-moon shaped object. I have just a little piece on the design board to represent it, but I'm really not going to do much with it because I'm not certain what it is. My best guess is that we're looking at a large plant leaf, a very unusual one. If you look at the base here, we can see it's sticking right out of the ground. The rest of it is way up off the ground. Normally you wouldn't expect a rock to do that. So my current thinking is that this is a plant leaf. Other thing is it has these kind of fuzzy edges. You know how some plant leaves have hairy areas on and so forth, or peach is all hairy, whereas a nectarine is basically a peach without the fur. And it seems to have these little stalks sticking up from it. Here, here with black ends. So my current thinking is that this is probably a plant leaf. I probably won't do a model for it because it's kind of a toughie. But I'm just going to point that out. Now we're going to move over and take a look at some other objects that I wasn't able to get to in the first video. I mean video number 2. Alright, here we have like a round cylinder stuck in the ground. Almost seems like it has a little face on it right there. And this cylinder has this post attached to it. There appears to be something like a string hanging down. I'll try to follow it with a cursor. It's very difficult to see. Right at the base, we have yet another pipe, which goes across, and it rests on this two-tiered monstrosity here. Over on the other side, we have another buried pipe. You'll see that in the model. I'm not going to do a lot with that. Well, it's just another pipe. And here we have a little post sticking up. What's interesting about this is there appears to be a plant of some kind. I used something from my inventory, a medium-sized tropical plant, and cut it down to size just to show people that there is something there. It obscures the top of this post, which I think is a shame, but nothing you can do about it. In fact, I found that there's so much vegetation in this photo that it makes it difficult sometimes to do the analysis. Alright, so there we have pipe, post. In here, underneath this roof structure here, I believe that there is a cylindrical object with yet another pipe sticking out of it. Can't emphasize how many pipes there are in this photo. It's unbelievable. All ignored by NASA, of course. Yeah, here's another object which I didn't do a model for. And here's one that I did do a model for. This object appears to be like a rectangular box open on the front. It may actually just be concave inside there. I'm not really sure. It's an unusual object to say the least. And it's at an angle to the rest of the stuff. I believe we're looking at small machinery. That type of thing. Okay, this object that's beyond it is a whitish object. It's got like little pipes or possibly wires going across. I made a model while I was attending a Second Life class. Made a model for that. The model doesn't really do it justice, but I did the best I could. Alrighty. Let's see if there's anything I missed before we sign off on this. I'm probably going to have to call it right here and do yet another video on this particular area. I'm sorry it takes so long, but there is so much information, so many objects here that I'm only allotted 10 minutes per video. So we're going to sign off, and we're going to do video number 3 on this side of the photo, and that'll cap it up. Then we're going to have to deal with the design board after that. I'm Artifacts of Mars. Please join me for Spirit Soul 519 Part 4. Thank you very much.